Hello, traders. Welcome to the dump and pump stream where buyers came in, Wall Street came in today and rallied Bitcoin back over 58K. Not by much, but as you can see on the action screen above me, green candles. Currently not above 58,372. Would really like to see buyers recapture that level. Otherwise, it's just a formal bearish back test. A level that was support, flipping to resistance, and a lower high locally after, and then before that was a lower low, lowest low. So yeah, we need some more bids to come in here if you want to feel better. All right, not much more, but we need more. So really, I've got up on my screen here. I tweeted about it, just posted Patreon stuff. This is like crazy, the craziest chart that exists on the planet right now. Right, this is the U.S. 2-year yield paired to the U.S. 10-year yield, where they had been inverted initially July of 2022. And it's just like, what is this? I don't know, man. It's just an upthrust. And now, as of maybe a month ago, we have uninverted. And as you can see, this resistance on this chart, 1.05%, being back below that after running up to it is, well, historically,
very bad, boys. Very bad.
Right, it prophesizes black swans, global financial crises, tech bubbles, wars. So the question mark is, like, what would it be this time? Do you want to answer? Feel free to throw your answers in the chat so we can read them. But I guess you're just praying that history doesn't repeat itself, because if it does, we are as screwed as we can possibly get right now. The very beginning of the end. Okay, just wanted to get that out of the way because this is very real, and who knows what it's going to do to Bitcoin. We know what it would do to global equities. It would be the worst thing ever. Okay, since we started out on U.S. 2-year, 10-year yield, let's go look at Bitcoin on the daily. All right. Thank you, Maxine. Well, first is the weekly. Here we are. Weekly, nothing. Just oscillating after a disgusting bearish engulfing candle. Before that, the bearish back test, 64,899. The former all-time high from April of 2021. Bad stuff. Not good right now. Like, cool that we got back above 57.5. We're not crashing. That's great. But the weekly, nothing good yet, man. Just letting you know. Okay. Daily. All right. It could have been really bad. I think everyone knows, right? There might be just so much at stake that it is not in the best interest of these financial institutions to be not defending this level. So, again, Wall Street bids came in, and they're still up there, and now you're just in the zone, the inflection zone, demand, supply zone. The only thing, like, you got...
It's time for Power Hour.
So we're in Power Hour, 46 minutes till the daily candle closes. What you're seeing right now will be cemented in time. So I don't think it's really great to close below it. I think it would be tremendous if in 46 minutes buyers came in and we closed above 58,372. That's the best, absolute best case scenario. But if they don't, if we just close as is, it's going to be, well, I mean, all these support, all the supports, resistance, my God, support. You're just flipping. You're just doing what in 2021, what happened? It was resistance. It's just going to be confirmed. So yesterday, confirmed bearish breakdown. below 58,372 confirmed, right? And today, more confirmation with a bearish back test. That's all the data we're getting right now. So it's amazing that Bitcoin is up off those lows by nearly $3,000 at the highs of the day. It was up over $3,000 from the lows, but we want to not bearishly back test 58,372 with confirmation in 45 minutes. We don't want that. So let's hope for a power hour. Put your rally caps on. That's it. That's all we can say, because we don't know the direction of Bitcoin, of the altcoin. We don't know. All we know are the levels, and whoever's out there, the composite man is desperately trying to defend these levels, at least some way. Y'all okay? Do you get any answers on the yield on inverting? Let's see. Anything? Someone said alien invasion. Probably not. What's up, Matthew D? In chat. Civil War, the Rapture. Yeah, so no real answers. Monkeypox, zombie outbreak. Nope, no real answers. I was seeing if we had some economists in here, some Rhodes Scholars, but clearly we just have a bunch of trolls. Get wrecked, chat. Music already stopped?
Hey guys, this is my new set.
Any more? Let's see. Nah, that was it. We only had troll answers. That's it. Okay. So all we can do, pray for 58,372 to be recaptured. If not, just confirmed as resistance. Who knows? You might get some fall through tomorrow and we recapture tomorrow. It could be okay. We could just be like one low, the second low. Oh my God, accumulation confirmed. I'll be God. That would be unreal. That would be so awesome. Let's go to the other chart. The Bitstamp chart. This is the channel, man. You can see how freaking close it is. This is everything. This level is everything. So intraday, what happened? Bitcoin saw its lowest price since August 8th. It saw its lowest 4-hour candle close, lowest 60-minute candle close since August 8th. Ethereum last night saw its lowest close since like August 5th. Sol saw its lowest close since August 5th, August 7th on the 4 hours. But then they recovered. Everything's good now. No problem on anything but Matic. Matic is miserable. I don't know. You didn't get the memo that Bitcoin recovered. Oh, it did, because it was down, I think, double-digit percentage points at one point today. It was a beautiful bearish setup, too. That's just every day been paying out on that one. But holding on for now. You're not dead yet, but I bet people got stopped out. And maybe that was the point. Bitcoin dominance. Very close to multi-year highs. You rivaled the multi-year highs today. So I'll just set up this alert to, if we hear the beep, we'll know multi-year highs, the highest price or highest percentage level of entire uptrend. Waiting for 60%. Good Lord. Okay. Bitcoin futures. They're just, by the grace of God, the 200-day simple moving average was once again defended. The 57.6, 57.595 level, once again defended. That's it. I mean, that's where you are. It's staring into the abyss, but caught your footing and still holding on to that cliff somehow. Bitcoin market cap, man. Almost saw the level. I mean, we were so close to 1.087 trillion. Figured that was on deck. And nah, they pushed it up before getting there. And that's about it. Still just hoping one bottom to second bottom. That'd be freaking amazing. And then 100K, dude. Okay.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Did we get any serious answers on the yield curve? On inverting? No, still just someone said global financial crisis 2.0. Taiwan, that's a good, possibly, yeah. Taiwan getting invaded by communist China. I don't understand. Maybe there's a reason. You know, China. Maybe they can't do it because it's like, here's the China A50, the aggregate of their two exchanges, their index funds right over there, communist China, their markets. Saw the lowest price today, lowest daily candle close today since, the lowest daily candle close since February 9th, and the lowest price since February 15th. You know, extremely bearish trend, head and shoulders, bearish back test, two of them now. Oh God, confirmation that the neckline is resistance, get wrecked, and then follow through. So maybe they can't invade Taiwan because things are way worse over there economically speaking than where we are. So I don't think they can afford to just not have access to the West anymore, because that's exactly what would happen. They would be completely economically devastated if they just invaded Taiwan right now. So you're gonna be like, when are they gonna be prepared? I don't know, man. That's serious stuff. And you know, like if they invaded,
Speaking of really bad, yo, Mitch, check this out. A horse walks into the doctor's office, and the doctor takes one.
Why the long
says,
face?
Why the long face?
Boom! Let's go. She's not good at telling jokes. Remember, this is in the final season of Sopranos when they're sitting in the great room, and one of the guys got arrested. Jason, was it? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, some of y'all get it. Y'all will know. So very bad, boys, on China. China getting wrecked and a miserable downtrend for a very, very long time. Fighting the trend. Not a good idea, man. 886 for this low to high. Good target would be 10,888. Repeating, of course. So China about just broke the 618 too. Miserable. So anytime like you're doing the retrace and you get to the golden zone, you get to the golden retrace, the 618, you don't expect a bounce, but you could definitely think that there's a good possibility of at least a short-term bounce. You got the short-term bounce, and what was it? Confirmation of distribution, confirmation that the 200 simple moving average on the daily is resistance again, confirmation that the neckline of the head and shoulders pattern is freaking real. I mean, and then what happens? Now you break the 618, time to go. See another 5% downside on China to me. All right, anyway, let's go to Ethereum. There you go, man. I mean, it was bad, and then it was okay, and then it's like still not great. Like, I get it, man. I want to be so excited. It's just Bitcoin and Ethereum kind of in exactly the same situation where it's like, we got the bids, but come on, man. Like a few more bids. That's all we need. Just a few more bids to get us back inside this bear flag. A few more bids to possibly invalidate the bearish engulfing candle, the bearish bamboozle candle. But just bearishly back. Like you confirmed a bearish breakdown yesterday, and now you're confirming that what was once supposed to be a demand line, it was a demand line. It's flipping to a supply line. That's what you're getting today. So it's like awesome that we're not collapsing, but not that great. Okay, we'll keep our eye on it. Congrats on the recovery for now. Okay, so BNB, the dude. It was, last night in the 490s. I'm saying, like, you got to wait for positive price action correlation. Maybe you're starting to get it, but starting to break it here. So at least BNB's above its key inflection point, as Bitcoin is just below it. Ethereum's just kind of below that bear flag, but it is above 2,400. So that's a pretty key horizontal line, support resistance. So Maybe you're going to be okay. Maybe they're going to defend the, the old supply lines, the demand line confirmed now a couple times. Horizontal lines confluent with it with the test. Pretty good, okay. But still want to wait and see. Let's get some positive price action. A lot of downsides. Think about there's zero value here, and you could be buying into a reversed trend where it was uptrend and now downtrend. Got to be careful. Not enough evidence yet to declare, buyers have recaptured the momentum of this asset. Not quite yet, man, because most recent discernible events are lower high, lowest low, lower high. And then there was a low, right? So Solana, very, very good here, bounce. Wow. I mean, they took it to the lowest price since August 5th, but you saw your lowest daily candle close just yesterday since April 30th. That was at the close of the stream yesterday. And so once again, defended the level where it has been defended almost infinitely since April. But okay, great. So now we have to take out 162, 163 until
worked out well
we get a validation of this bear
stuff. Seems like
stuff.
it's back at an area of value. Time to re-enter.
Hello, Lane. Thank you for the 20. HBAR. We can look at HBAR. That, man, it was looking okay. Then it just completely collapsed. And it's like, go figure. So rejoice for buyers defending a key level, but it's only the beginning, and you just have to understand what could happen is even this, and it would be the worst thing that could ever happen. Then all of a sudden you put in another lower high, but this thing ran up, man. It rallied from where it is right now. It went up another 15%, man, and you're still presenting the argument that there are less market participants involved with this asset than before. You could test the 200 simple moving average as resistance at the same time. Oh my God, isn't it awful? Like being in this situation, it's just rough. Remember, this was an over 2,000% rally from the low to the high. Hard to say that just because they defended the level today means we're safe again. You're safe above the inflection point, fine like a fruit fly. But now it is time to witness what kind of we know the context. Now it's time to witness what kind of price action will we receive off of this defense today. Okay. XRP, pretty flat today. Got as low as prices seen since August 7th. At the lows, Bitcoin recovered, everything recovered, back above the 200-day moving average, back above the 54.6 cent level. Still, I mean, nothing changes, like, right? You just have a high and have two confirmed lower highs than the highest high. Doesn't really give me any confidence yet on this. Yeah, it's kind of just hard to really be excited. I'm sorry. Today's candle doesn't give me any more information or any more data that screams time to moon, man. Oh yeah, everything's good, dude. Okay, so those are your big cryptos. All right. Yeah, some altcoins had big days today. This tends to happen. With pumps like Shiba. Dude, you can't tell me this level isn't real. Not after today. I mean, come on. So many perfect freaking tests since July. But, man, once again, buyers trying to defend it. And in 31, it looks like it's going to happen. 31 minutes till confirmed defense of key level once again. Still, even with the defense, it just doesn't look good here. I think it's the same situation like Doge. And we'll move on to gold or stonks. Yeah, that doesn't really give me any information that would say, hey, we're safe, dude. Oh yeah, complete bearish arguments invalidated. It's not. It's still extremely active, right? Still below 10 cents. Remember, they broke 10 cents and then for 48 hours they confirmed 10 cents as resistance again, as it had been resistance before. It's psychological too. So I don't gain any more confidence. Just because it's up 1% today, just because these altcoins rallied doesn't mean that it's actually amazing or good or anything. It's like good because we're not crashing, because that was on deck. Like if buyers didn't come in to defend this 57.5 level, like the price action was going the way, this is what happens when key historical levels are broken for real. I mean, it was marking down fast, man. But yeah, again, Wall Street, a lot of vested interest at this point. Pushed it up, but maybe you just wonder, is it really? Is this exactly what they're doing? Are they actually just, there was no form of confirmation when it was broken. So now there actually could be. And we have less than 30 minutes now until we have a confirmed bearish backtest of 58,372. Again, the April 2021 former all-time high. So we will keep our eye on that throughout the stream. All right, always going to be there. Okay, so yeah, alts, man. Oh, EOS up 2.4%. Does this make anything better? It makes there's nothing. Who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, a Bitcoin goes down 0.5% tomorrow, EOS going to be down 3%. Remember, this is all-time lows, dude. Never in history have we seen prices like down here. So not really something to write home about. HBAR was requested, so might as well look at it. Good God, it's so bad. Well, here's the thing, right? I mean, we're back at the, I guess, entry level, right? For a type 2 return of the old bullish shark. It was a dream, man. It truly was. Should be in a textbook one day. But down here, right? Do you really have this structure? Do you really have this structure? You don't have anything, really. Most recent discernible events on the Hedra hash graph chart confirmed what was once a support recently, support before blasting off, what was once resistance before reversing, before reversing, support before, it's been support. It is now being formally regarded as resistance, and you've rolled over and you're just sitting here. Up 1% today, saw the lowest price since August 5th. But I have no confidence in a Hedra. I just don't see how in the world are they going to defend 4.7 to 5 cents. It looks set up to be destroyed. You know what it really looks like? I'll be real, okay? We got a wave structure. Well, it's a higher high, so maybe it's not. Maybe it doesn't have that. But we could still use Fibonacci extensions here. From your low to your high there, a 1272 is 4 cents, a 1618 is 3.5 cents. But none of those. Yeah, the 1618, there it is. I mean, that's pretty much confluent with the January low, 3.55 cents. Yeah, sorry, dude. Like, the only reason the Hedra looked good is because it presented us with a massive harmonic, and then after that, an undeniable type 2 return. And on the type 2 return, there was a confirmation low, like a local double bottom. And then all this price action after it started rallying was also tremendous. So this took, all of that took almost about 300 days to develop, construct, before playing out. And you're down here and you have no structure outside of the bearish price action, the confirmation high and downtrend. And you're just sitting on a cliff and you're staring into the abyss. I have no confidence to believe Hedra hash graph will be reversing right now. None. And the trend is so well established, I wouldn't be long in it. Good God, no. I'm good, dude. I'm sorry. Thank you for the contribution, though. Right, it's just the price action, man. You have to understand how bad I want to, like, be able to get on stream and be like, bro, it's early 2023, late 2022. All these patterns are developing. Things are starting to look kind of crazy good again. The risk is so low for a long. It's not like that right now. I wish it was. Oh, and his total. Jonathan, you okay, man? I hear they're depriving him of turtles.
I like turtles.
God. Okay, thanks, Jonathan. We saw intraday the lowest price since August 8th. Saw one of the equidistant trend lines be tested. Not that big of a deal. Still, I mean, again, if you're asking me, if you're talking about key levels,
Mitch,
I would think
real
1.78
talk.
trillion
Does the state of dollar
would be
general
good.
and now dollarity concern you that the bottom Americans are absolutely wrecked beyond belief?
America is truly wrecked beyond belief. The country that we live in now is, there are microcosms of local communities throughout the country. It's so large and decentralized that you could have that old American dream of just high trust society. Your kids can run around outside and play and have a good time. You know, some places, but most places, it's not like that anymore. So, you know, you don't even have to know about Dollar General and Dollar Tree being destroyed on the chart to know how absolutely wrecked America is. Like, people living back in the 60s, 70s, 50s, if they saw today, they would say we are in a dystopic nightmare. For sure. We are. So, but we'll I mean, like, you know, Dollar General, yeah, we can look at the chart, but thanks for the super chat. Thanks for making me really sad, dude, because the world we once lived in, me growing up, when I was growing up in the 90s, early 2000s, we're not the same. Not the same country anymore. I tell younger people, too, I'm like, dude, you should have seen it. You should have seen it, dude, when, I don't know, just those beautiful summers, getting to play in the neighborhood, laser tag. I don't know. Anyway, going to church, and I don't know. I think you can still do that. It's just, it's a lot harder these days. You have like an ideology, an ideologue, a dogmatic ideologue that is like worship of the government and the state and moral relativism. So it's like they took religion, like Christendom, out of like society, and you can't just like religion is not just religion. Religion is like a framework of morality. And when you take out the framework of morality, just like, you know, the framework applied to the harmonic frameworks, the Bukowski, Wells-Water, all that, you take it out, there's a vacuum there. It's gonna be replaced by something. And what it's been replaced by is it's blasphemous, it's degeneracy, it's open borders, it's, yeah, anything goes, anything, yup. Children can choose to be men or women at 3 years old. What? That's what happens when you replace that framework, that moral framework in society. Okay. So let's go to gold real quick. They're holding on, man. My God, they're holding on. There's zero value. You are paying, if you're owning gold, if you're buying gold right now, you're paying amongst the highest levels in the history of human civilization right now. There is nothing structurally here that implies value for an amazing long, but hey, nothing wrong with dollar cost averaging into bars of gold, physical gold, and put it in your gun safe. Nothing wrong with that, dude. You can do that anytime you want at any price. You had a long time to be doing that at much lower prices. So I'm like, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? You weren't born yesterday. You existed during this entire period from August 2020 all the way to February 2024. What's wrong with you for not getting any gold back then? Physical paper, whatever. And now you're up here and you're asking about freaking gold? You're crazy. But either way, man, yeah, it's going cool. You're at a supply line. You're back inside the supply line. I hope it keeps going. But just understand, like in these situations, like big pullbacks can happen and it's not a big deal. It doesn't put the trend in jeopardy or anything. There's really good downside and it can still pivot, making the highest low in human history and run again later. So just know that. Okay, that's gold. 24.96, just below 2,500. Silver bros, monthly amazing as always, right? You know, but Daily, still correcting, still some lower highs, lower lows. We discussed this, right? Like, we want to see buyers recapture momentum. And how do they do that? Well, we see the evidence with a swing low that is higher than the previous discernible swing low, which was August 8th, August 7th. So all we need is a higher low to get put in for real and a rally off, you know, back to the supply line. Maybe we break it, and then we got to take out $29.80 to $30. But either way, like, you go to the monthly, forget about it. Gold too, the monthly, cut with handle the size of a galaxy, and then right here, the most incredible harmonic setup ever. Like, this might be the largest, most incredible. I mean, this rivals Ford from 2000, 2009 or whatever. And no, from 2009 all the way to 2020 before it went nuts. Anyway, like, long-term targets on silver, who knows how long it'll take to get there. But eventually $37.63 and nearly $50 if you're talking about an aggressive harmonic target. What a trend, man. What a great bullish back test to key levels. 200-month moving average also regarded as support, running back above. Look at this. You know, this is a very big deal. I mean, 26.18 is one of the most important levels on the monthly ever, right? You can see in 2011, 2012 how it was support. You want that to stay at support at this point because you're above it. You broke it. Let's hold it. They haven't really formally tested it. They're very close. Okay. We got to look at U.S. oil because, dude, lowest daily candle close of the year of 2024. Can we please get a few guzz in the chat? Guzz for anybody? My God, it was so close, dude. Like, lowest daily candle close since December 12th, 2023. And you're talking like much lower, and you'll be going for the lowest close since June 2023. Yeah, this thing got nuked. Hey, great education here. Tweezer top, first off. But hey, how about that subtle sign of weakness? Such a lack of demand from buyers that they were unable to test that 200-day simple moving average. Very subtle. Remember, they were tested it July 26th, tested it July 31st, August 1st, like it was, and they broke it in August 12th. But this time, really? They couldn't do it? Pathetic. Very bearish. Can be helpful in determining maybe what's going on, you know, with buyers and sellers, weak buyers. And look at that follow through after the failure. Good education, man. Okay. Nasty. Very nasty. Not much accumulation going on, huh? Nope, not really, right? Same, I mean, if you're at the same levels you were in December 2023, no composite man anymore with a compelling argument for accumulation, right? Yeah, ugh.
Hi Mitch, are you familiar with the fourth turning? I believe we are entering it right now.
Is that a joint?
Yeah, Lumberg. Yep. First it was the Dutch, then the British, and then after World War II it became the US, and now Ray Dalio believes that it's going from the US to China. But there's going to have to be like a major war that breaks out, that shifts the paradigm. But it's just so weird, man. We've got like this communist cancer that has infiltrated all facets of society throughout the West. And it's like, it's like not going to be like World War II, right? Or what was the catalyst for the Dutch Empire ending? It's like the West is destroying itself from within. Completely. It's like killing itself, and it's okay. Every single country, pretty much. I mean, outside of like the ones that were more recently removed from communism are not backing down. And are like, this is absolutely psychotic, right? That's the Eastern European countries. But all the rest, completely detached from reality, completely demoralized, erasing themselves. And people in power want more power. And again, we've already talked about there is no more moral compass for these people. They think they are God.
It seems to be
they
not
don't
as
believe in
volatile anymore since
God, so
delisting
they
from
are
sex.
God. George Soros and them, they said that. They know that.
0.008157008.
We look at Monero. Yeah, thanks, man. We can take agenda, mate. Eggs. No, eggs is not updating, but remember, if you don't know, eggs, just an update. Eggs broke a key resistance, is in a very well established uptrend, and is I mean, we're looking. Why does the egg chart imply inflation's about to go nuts again? The technicals, right? A bullish breakout, and this is the highest low of uptrend with hidden bullish divergence, and look what's happened on eggs. This is literally the national average, you know, every U.S. city average for a dozen eggs. And we've just gone positive on momentum with a freaking bullish breakout of that high from August 2015. Looks ready for 484 again. Yeah, it is fourth generation warfare. See these people that have infiltrated and completely subverted our governments that own them now are using migration, third world migration, as virtually a weapon of mass destruction, displacing and erasing national and cultural sovereignty across the West. And that's like why it won't exist anymore. That's why, who knows who's going to take it. I guess China, because they're not letting this stuff happen. Russia, they're not letting their identity be completely erased and subverted. So yeah, it's never happened in the history of human civilization, which is so crazy. We're watching the complete suicide of culture and sovereignty. Wow. I know it sucks, man. Coffee futures, whoo, this rising wedge look real good, doesn't it? My God. Anyone going to play the rising wedge? Would you have a stop loss above 260? Let this thing 618 it. Low to high. 618's 217. Be a good test, but maybe a 205 or 199 there. That's a really nice wedge, dude. I want to see how well this is. It's been respected right now. Kind of looks like Caspa, doesn't it? A little bit. Anyway, let's sorry, I'm getting off the beaten trail here. S&P 500 down 0.2%, down another matching 0.2% after hours. No big deal. But, I mean, what happened today? Your first level of negative momentum cemented after the hidden bearish divergence. That happened. Dow Jones, not a great candle. What'd you do? I mean, yesterday you broke back below the old all-time high, 41,212. Today you virtually went up and tested as resistance. So we have an up thrust, and then, dang man, the up thrust confirmed yesterday, and now maybe a back test of up thrust. Not really great, man. Not great price action, but we'll see tomorrow. Andy Hart, like you're saying hate because I don't think you understand what's going on. There is a compelling technical argument for downside on the chart. That's it. You call it hate. I don't know why you call it hate. You're the only person calling it hate, dude. Anyone who's a Caspa believer in the project, price is not relevant to your project in what it does. So technicals are implying downside on Caspa. God forbid. There's no hate, dude. Stop trying to gaslight people. No one hates your coin. It takes too much energy to hate, okay? We don't hate it. We just don't care, but we see it objectively as looking like there's an argument for downside. Get over it. The NASDAQ, I mean, this is your Nvidia chart almost, right? Hidden bearish divergence, negative momentum building still after yesterday painting the first level, first histogram wick. Unfilled gap, target 16,780. We waiting, man. Just waiting on that. And 16,443 after that. That's a big level that should probably be tested again. Wouldn't you want to see, oh, I recognize this. I recognize like local confirmation low. Okay, but right now it just looks like probably more downside. It looks like Probably a good idea to fill a gap. Probably a good idea to go formally back test an old resistance as support for the first freaking time ever. Probably a good idea to wait until we see maybe this hidden bearish divergence actually play out a little more. IWM. Not a great day. Fell back below the 213.28 level and down 0.26% after hours. Attempted a rally, but put in a woeful lower high than previous high. So maybe less than before right now, even though it's been higher highs, higher lows for a while. And it doesn't mean it's over because, like, you put in a lower high, fine. Now you have to put in a lower low if you truly want a trend reversal. So they're elevated, but not much going on today. Pretty flat. Okay, let's go to Mag 7 because they drive the market because they're market cap size. Okay, let's take a look at Tesla. Nice. Remember Tesla? I think it was, we looked at it second on the stream yesterday, maybe. Just had to, man, because it's like they held the level. They're still above the level. And then boom, big bullish engulfing candle confirmed today. Highest daily candle close since the 23rd of August. And man, that's exciting. I mean, like, I don't know where we're going next. All I know is the line in the sand is 205. And all I know is that the buyers have confirmed and defended that. And now you're catching actual favorable price action and separating from that level, meaning like the probability is higher. This is a very real bullish back test that occurred, and we're going 232. They break that 260. Gap fill, easy target, 245 and change. I mean, this is like a trend has reversed, and it's the only one of the Magnificent Seven that looks anything like this. All the six look kind of like crap right now. They just don't look good, and there's nothing you can say that's changing my mind. They're all like at all-time highs, or they've been beyond all-time highs. They're not putting in these, I mean, like locally, just the structures aren't there for confidence. But here, lots of confidence until 205 breaks, and then all of a sudden, maybe we got to go back to the drawing board, see 180, 182 again. But man, positive Momo, maybe starting to build again. It's good, man. Everything else, not like this. Okay, so go to Meta. This is not good. Right? It's not a Tesla. Up thrust, confirmation high, back test of up thrust, follow through yesterday, and not really a great candle today. The only way I can get okay on Meta again at this point, you got to see the price of Meta get back above 531 and hold above it. That's it. You got to pretty much make all-time highs at this point to make me not feel bad. They keep selling it off, and maybe we come down to like 475 or something and start pivoting. We start running again. Then all of a sudden, partial decline, the highest low. Okay, but for now, right now, short term, not feeling great about it. Short term. But everything will be ameliorated. All my concerns will be ameliorated if buyers just immediately start getting us back above all-time highs. That's it. Top of the range. Dubstep 69 with a bunch of X's, dude. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Oh my God. Microsoft looking toppy, man. Toppy. I just don't. It's price action, man. Price action dictates how I feel about an asset, which I think is the way it should only and always be. I mean, like, what's really going on here? What's going on Microsoft? Like, major drawdown, and then a recovery, substantially lower high than that high, and all these other levels, right? Like, they're failing to see overhead resistance as resistance. In fact, there's this other high from February. Dude, it's September now. So what was once resistance, they up thrusted through it, and then it's confirmed an up thrust, but then the back test of up thrust, it happened a few days ago. There it is. Up thrust, back test of up thrust. What was once resistance is confirmed resistance, and to boot, lower high. Lower high signifies less market participants than just before, just from August 21st. You kidding me? And then you broke the 200-day simple moving average with a candle close yesterday, and then today you closed lower? And then after hours, you're down 0.42%. What? Hidden bearish divergence? There's not one thing about this that's bullish. It's not a Tesla. It's not. So wouldn't you think, like, on deck, if we're going to be really conservative here, just be like, okay, 397, then go test 397 again. Let's go defend it and run to 1 million, you know? But, like, that's just bad price action, and it's coming quite possibly on the other side of the fence, right? These runs crescendo and they end, and then you go through corrections, and it's okay. You need a correction. Google? Well, you know, Google was, there was no controversy on Google. We knew it was bad, right? I mean, the rising wedge, that false breakout in the whipsaw. Yep, they do that, man, all the time. But then the bear flag, and then they broke the bear flag, and then the lowest daily candle close confirmed on Google today since April 25th. It's September, dude. Remember? Not good. Guess what else happened? They tested the 200-day simple moving average today for the first time since March. Yep, since March. But they closed below it, right? We got a daily candle close confirmed below the 200-day simple moving average for the first time since March 6th. I mean, hey, good news, maybe they bounce it here, but the problem is, again, bad earnings, a huge drawdown. Man, that's a momentum killer, dude. How do you recover from that? You recapture it. But remember the shooting star? Well, all of a sudden, do we have a magnesium-laden shooting star reversal at the top of this bear flag that's performing wonderfully? Why is a bearish Japanese candlestick pattern performing well? Why is a bear flag presenting itself and then breaking down and quite possibly starting to perform pretty well? First level of negative momentum. It's just begun to build. RSI, guess what, dude? Confined within the parameters of the bearish control zone on the daily. What about Google sticks out as awesome right now? It's not Tesla, but it is kind of like Microsoft, but it's worse than Microsoft. Microsoft's still up here, and still up in these levels, like trying to hold on, trying to regard these levels as resistance. So maybe Google is just kind of foreshadowing of what's to come for Microsoft, at least in the short term. Okay, we got Apple, lowest daily candle close confirmed since August 12th. And now starting to test these levels. Yesterday, we discussed this. Like, you got to go test them. Okay, so they're testing maybe a hammer here. But the last thing you want, the line in the sand on Apple, just like Bitcoin has its line in the sand, 57.5, 58.4. You just don't really want to own Bitcoin when both those levels are taken out. You just don't, if it's real. Right? And Apple, same thing, 217, 220. You just don't want to own it because the downside potential takes you to $200, 198. Right back where we were August 5th. It's not great because it's like you pretty much, to a degree, filled a gap. So they did what they needed to do, and now you're starting to draw down ever since doing that. At least with the wicks, they filled the gap. You better hold on. Have your alert set up below 217. So if you hear the beep, Apple's breaking. Mega support. Nvidia, it was like, oh, hey, we're going to do it. And completely, I mean, that must have been a bull trap or something today when you got as high as 113.30. At one point today, Nvidia was up from where it closed. It was up 6.6%. Woof. I can imagine some people got trapped in that today. When you think, by the way, we have if you look on the 8s, we'll be going back to Bitcoin. We got 1 minute and change until the daily candle closes across the crypto sphere. So that was your lowest daily candle close confirmed since August 9th. Not a great candle. And here's the thing, even if a rally occurs, you have to take out 130. So there's just so much that has to be done now. The RSI is starting to look pretty nasty. Oof, we have fallen into the bearish control zone, chat. It's just reality. And it's just me presenting evidence as it stands right now. We might break back above it tomorrow, but this is occurring. So Jesus chimes for that. All right, now we'll look at Amazon, and then we'll go to Bitcoin, Ethereum, wrap it all up. So Amazon looks terrible. It just looks bad. Up thrust, back test of up thrust at 177.70. But sir, 177 isn't really that important, is it? Oh, okay, yeah. It's extremely important. Insane inflection point. And now they're regarding it as resistance, lower highs, such a lack of... I mean, people could argue and say that the gap filled with the wicks. And so it's been completed, so no longer do we need to keep the price propped up. Hidden bearish divergence exists here. Your RSI looks set up for lower prices. And this 200 moving average, I mean, you got a 158 target on deck here. Until they break 177, and that's great, but that's still, there's too much to do. Then you have to run 188, and then you have to break that. So there's just, until you're above 177.70, you just don't want to own Amazon. Just being real, okay? Hard to want to own it because not just it's below 177.70, it's because of the price action correlation to that level recently, right? They broke it, and up thrust confirmed with the close on August 22nd, and then they back tested it and confirmed it as resistance on the 3rd of this month. And then you got follow through today, technically. Yikes, man. Nothing good about that. Sorry, man. But Tesla, holy crap, Tesla's a different world, man. I hope it stays that way, right? Okay, Bitcoin. All right, chat. You're going to hate me. I know. You already do. But for the first time since it was broken yesterday, rebroken yesterday, 58,372 has been formally regarded as resistance. But it has been support for so many times. Most recently, the 30th, the 28th, the 27th, support. It was support, August 19th, right? They recaptured it, reconfirmed its validity, and we had to run. But then the next level was 65K, regarded as resistance, and then rolled over. So that's just like not good. But I love that we're not crashing anymore. That's awesome. I love that we're back above 57.5, but man, you got to get above 57.5 and 58.372 because it's a zone. It's not just one level. Oh, you see this level? Like, look, this swing level from June 24th. Look how it's been resistance before in July. And I know it's good that, hey, rally, they broke back above it after testing it, so hopefully we get that. But I'm just telling you, man, don't get cocky, kid. Don't get too comfortable with this recovery. It could be a bullish pin bar. I know that. It could be. So get above 58.372 and hold above it, and let's confirm and close above it tomorrow, and all will be well. And then we'll say, all right, maybe 63.588 is on deck again because they're confirming one bottom and the second bottom. All right. So a little bit of hopium we could smoke on today, but it's so bittersweet. Definitely bittersweet type of close today. Ethereum, same type of bittersweet close, right? It was the buyers defended 2,400, but and it could be a bullish pin bar, but they just back tested the bear flag as resistance for the first time since it was rebroken. So not great there. Bitcoin is a big bunch of meh right now. It is, man. It truly is. Oh, Ethereum to Bitcoin. Yeah, why not? We didn't look at that. Sorry. Yeah, we should. Ethereum to Bitcoin. Nothing's changed. Still perma bearish. Perma bearish on Ethereum to Bitcoin. And here's the thing. If just randomly Vitalik says he discovered a way to get all the nanobots and the metallics, protein spikes out of his blood from his vaccines, and this thing shot up to 4.9 million sats, it wouldn't matter. It'd still be the lowest high of effing downtrend. Awful. Just terrible amongst one of the lowest closes in years. You're in phase E of Wyckoff distribution, the markdown phase. So way lower prices in time if you're patient. That's it. That's the update, man. Not good for this. So it's like, even if Bitcoin, we did it, man. We're getting above 58.4 and we're going to break to 61 plus K. It's like still terrible for Ethereum paired to Bitcoin. Friday the 13th is coming. Oh, crap. That's awesome. Yeah, it's going to be Friday the 13th next Friday. Not this one, but next. Going to get wacky, man. I remember one time we did a stream, it was maybe 5 years ago, it was like a Friday the 13th with a full moon, and it was super rare. I think it might have been even in October. Crazy. Can't remember. All right, do we have a request, man? Monero. Anonymous wanted freaking Monero. I haven't looked at Monero in a while, man. Monero on, I guess, Kraken. Whoa, dude. Whoa. Okay. Something's going on here. They are definitely doing something, but are they? It's like XRP. Gosh dang, man. Again, I haven't been on this chart in a while, but dude, this is actually unreal because the old high, right, from 2017, it was resistance. It's been chopped through so many times, but what I really like is the fact that here are your lows, your lowest lows, back at this 118 level. But look, confirmation low. This is what the way you would want Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. You would want all the cryptos in the world to look like this right now. Because you have confirmation of accumulation. There are more market participants involved in Monero from July 6th, August 5th than there was in April and February. What cryptos out there can you really say that about? But yeah, I know, man, like you can't ignore like this. Holy crap, dude, that's so freaking real. So they're just testing it again. Man, they break that, you still didn't have to worry about like 185. It could just be a heart rate monitor for eternity, but it's cool to see at least that for now. So there you go, Anonymous. My music stopped too. Dang, dude. Yeah, the KYC stuff. Well, yeah, the West hates Monero because it's untrackable, which means we can't tax you. So there you have it, man. All right, well. Not great, not terrible. A super duper bittersweet candle today on Bitcoin where, you were breaking support. It was all over, but then Wall Street came in and bid it up, but only to confirm 58,372 as resistance with the close. Could have been a lot better. I'll tell you that. Still, unfortunately, below the heart line of this channel. It's so well respected as a level, too. It's hard to ignore that, man. Things like you break 53.7 or 58.372, then it's like you got to break like 60K, because 60K is the heart line of this channel at this point.
Six more days till the debate. I can't wait till the country sees what an empty vessel of a shadow government puppet Kamala is. I just can't wait.
AJ Productions, I don't want to be black-pilled and stuff, dude, but I think people just... It doesn't matter, because they're gonna attempt to steal it in November. They're gonna stop counting, and no one's gonna do anything about it. I'm telling you, dude. You'll see. Like, they don't need a ground game. They don't need a candidate. A perfect candidate is a really stupid, right, identity politics person to just be there and cackle. Like, she's not running anything. She's just a clown, okay? Just a puppet. So she has no legitimate way to win, but they don't care. They don't need legitimacy to win because they got it figured out, and you were going to see in November, and you're going to be sitting there helpless thinking your vote counted or meant anything anyway. You'll see, dude. But hey, I'll be here. We'll be live for at least some of it. So I can't wait to talk to you then. I'm rude to be that guy, but you don't want to give anything politics, man. Getting your hopes up. It's like you have expectations about how this trade's going to go. Well, guess what? When it goes against you, you're going to be screwed. Yeah, they want to rub our noses in it, and that's the communist way. That's the USSR, what they would do too. So, but you should still get out and vote, man. I'm not saying don't vote. So let's get back. All right, what we need, right? The question's like, oh, what needs to be done? Bitcoin buyers need to recapture 58,371 for real. Not kidding. Not a joke. Oh, we're trying and then we fail with bearish price action after it. We got to break it. Really, 60K to break that heart line. And we could probably get a pretty good run at 61. There's too many levels now, man. God, we need like God candle. Just break through, inverse capitulate through all the crap that could be regarded as resistance. About everything in this under the sun has been regarded as resistance this past month. So let's break it, but if not, understand there could be bearish consequences with a bearish back test at that level. So it's not over yet. We're not screwed. Let us pray. Positive price action now, but no expectations, okay? And we don't act like we know where Bitcoin's going next. We never acted like we knew, okay? So I will just be back. Until next time, respect, T, A.